Meeting to order. Are we good over there? Do I need to say that again? Okay. All right. Everybody have a chance to take a look at the minutes?
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and second to approve. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is approved. Approved council claims of $583,580.37.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and second to approve. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Approved secondhand dealer mall flea market license.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on Bomar appraisal assessment contract.
So we've used Bomar for a very long time. As we know, we just did that full city reevaluation because our housing values, our property values are rising quicker than our equalized values, which is what the state kind of assumes. So we were, for a little while, they're out of whack with taxes and they weren't being spread out appropriately. So we just did the full reeval, but with our growth, we should really do one every 5 years. So what we did with this contract, instead of having this massive $100 and some thousand bill on top of our regular assessment costs, we asked Bomar to give us a 5-year deal, spread it out, and then at the end of this 5th year, they'll do another full reevaluation. It's a good thing. It's expensive, but a lot of cities can go 10, 15 years and not do a full one. We need to do one definitely every 5 years with our growth. So this was a way to spread it out. So this includes our usual, every year they do updates and valuation updates and things like that. But then on top of it, this includes that full reeval at the end of 5 years. So it's a good deal. It works out well for us. And with all of our growth, we really do, as we learned with the budget a couple of years ago and how it kind of got skewed with some of the tax rates, that we got to stay on top of it. So staff recommends we approve.
So in 2025, they'll do the full
Yep.
reeval?
Yep.
Okay. Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Discussion?
I'll just say that we've deviated from Bomar before in the past, and it did not go well. So they are definitely a good. They know our city, so it's a good fit.
That's very true.
Okay. Anybody else? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on application for exemption from county library tax.
So we have to do this every year. We have to apply for our exemption amounts. This hasn't changed anything. We got the notice from the county this year. The biggest difference is that just for their timing, they wanted it done before September 10th. Usually we do it by the end of September. So that's why it got added to the agenda for this meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Discussion?
Yeah, there's an item on the county board's agenda on Thursday about this, and that there would be a possibility that they would ask us not to exempt ourselves. Are you familiar with what's going on there?
Yeah, so basically the city and the library, we've been trying to work and figure out a way to better address the library's funding needs. Because right now with our exemption amounts, while it's affordable, it also means that the library is basically underfunded.
Right.
And so it's not easy, though, to be able to increase that funding in an equitable way with all of our partners, just because of the way that, because we're a joint library and some special legislation that was done years ago, it's a little difficult for everybody to just kind of raise more money to raise their levy for the library, because on the city level, and the town level, and the village level, our library levies count against our levy limits still, but on the county level, it does not count against the county levy limit. So we've been talking with the county about possibly having them set up an agreement with all the partners to do the levy on our behalf, and that way we can maybe address some of our funding things. But it's a complicated issue. We need to get more input on it, on the proposal from the Department of Revenue and things like that. So at this point in time, we're not able to really bring anything to the council yet, because we don't know if it's really a viable option until we get some more information from the state. But the county board is, I don't know what they're going to necessarily be talking about, but the county attorney did put together kind of an agreement that would allow this to happen, that the county would levy on everyone's behalf, so we wouldn't have to worry about the levy limit side of things. But our concern lies with the state and their interpretation of it. And so until we get that cleared up, we need to follow what we've been doing, because we don't want to get hung out to dry and not have this exemption approved. And then we miss our exemption deadline, and then we'll have some problems. So we're hoping we can work something out. We can bring to the council to discuss as far as being able to raise the amount that the library gets through a different way of funding it. But until we get that kind of okay from the state, we're just not ready to go there. So that's why we have this on the agenda, just to make sure.
So it's possible that we could approve this now and then rescind it later?
Yep.
Okay,
Right, exactly.
all right.
Anybody else? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Anybody? I've got nothing for future.
Just a heads up that the budget will be coming. Allison and I are working on trying to get it all finalized now. Give us a little time to review it, and I hope it'll be ready for the 2nd September, but for sure, we might either call a special meeting for late September, otherwise we'll just do it at our first October one. But we'll have plenty of time to go through it and get it going. But we're just got to work on finalizing it right now. But it'll be coming soon, in the next few meetings at least.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion is second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. We stand adjourned. Thanks, everybody.